So the title of this tonight is The Government in Gridlock, an Angry Populace Out There. What is the role of the media? As we watch the healthcare debate unfold, we kept hearing over and over, is Washington broken? Do you think Washington is broken?
Washington is not broken. America is cracked. And it's reflected in Washington. We're not out of the economic problem, which is incredibly serious. We are pretending we're out of it. We're paying Gaussian about it. We're avoiding the real issue. 40 banks went under this year. We're now 700 banks. The cars for clunkers and the stimulus package is coming and going. And for those who think we're back to a rosy time with the amount of debt that we've put on top of ourselves and the expense that we have, and I personally think having insurance is the right thing, although I do know it's expensive. All of these issues come down to a degree to economics.
Who do you see emerging? Do you think that Sarah Palin could be the candidate for the Republican Party?
Sure, I think so. I mean, I think Sarah Palin has one gift that Barack Obama needs to work on, which is she can connect viscerally. And, you know, Obama still has that kind of detachment that prevents him from connecting with the American people at big, important moments in the way a Reagan could, for instance. But on the other hand, Sarah Palin, I think, you know, when I first got into politics covering Ferraro, and then I covered Hillary Clinton's campaign, and before, when women would fail as major candidates, all women kind of felt embarrassed, as though it were an X through the X chromosome. Like we all felt, you know, that was a failure for us. And Sarah Palin was this fantastic breakthrough for women, because when she got up and talked like Yoda or said, you know, didn't know a continent or wasn't prepared, it was just her fault. Like, I think as women, we didn't have to feel, you know, that we were somehow to blame. So for me, she was a huge breakthrough.
There were others who could have been the vice presidential nominee, and I actually was in favor of Lieberman as a kind of bold, you know, bipartisan move. And they were very close friends, obviously are very close friends, McCain and Lieberman. But he, for whatever reasons, he was talked out of doing that by his campaign, and I thought, well, you might as well throw the long ball and go with Palin, who I thought was qualified, and I think is qualified to be the vice presidential nominee, and I would not lose any sleep at night if she were president of the United States. I'm losing more sleep at night with the current president of the United States, but as it happens. But in any case, but I have those, you know, I'm friends with many of the people who could be nominated. No, look, and she's a possible nominee.
Give us a list of who you think would be the leading people.
I would say the quick list is
candidates right now.
There are four candidates. I mean, the Republicans have always, in the last 30, 40 years, nominated the next in line. On that model, Romney and Huckabee, who ran each sort of second last time, would have to be certainly possible nominees. Palin as the former VP candidate. And I would say Gingrich, because, you know, as former Speaker of the House, has a certain standing. Those are the four possibilities who have 100% name ID, are already known, and have a fair amount of loyalty among a lot of Republicans.
Given this tough economy, what advice do you have for students that are going out into the marketplace looking for their first reporting job? Is there anything that you did that you feel was the key to your success?
The thing I would recommend is that you are willing to take any job, you know, and to work extremely hard. I'm not the smartest, prettiest, most talented, most gregarious, best writer. I'm good at all of those things. I'm a good writer, but I'm not the best one I have ever met. But the one thing I had that I think superseded all others I've ever met is that I would work hard. The cool thing is that all those other things you may or may not be able to influence in yourself. You may not be able to make yourself as smart as you wish, or all these things, but you can decide to work hard. That's the thing you can decide yourself.
I would just add this. You can be very discriminatory in the first job that you're offered. I generally advise young journalists to take the first job they're offered. It's much easier to get a job when you already have a job. And that first job will probably be in a place where you don't want to live for the rest of your life, and it might not be even doing exactly what you want to do. But the point is you just have to keep at it. There are jobs out there. You just have to go and find them. They're not going to come find you. And the harder you try and the more persevering you are, sometimes you just get lucky. You all have been a wonderful, wonderful audience. The time just flew by for me. I hope it did for you. And I hope you will come away from this understanding. The reporters can disagree about things, but we all still manage to get through with one another. We have fun with one another. That's why it's so much fun to go out and cover campaigns. And the truth of the matter is, if you've seen here tonight, we enjoy arguing with one another. And I hope that has some benefit for the public. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.